Okay, this is a video about somebody called Christopher Sebastian Bentley. And you've seen the name posted round, but you know, it wasn't of interest to me. And the name Zombie Killer, well, kind of told me that this was some kind of gamer, probably, you know, in his 30s. And by the way he texts and things, I just had him down as like a fucking simpleton. Anyway, he came to my channel yesterday using 8-Bit Mafia channel, and he started to post up two names of someone in my family, one Kevin being my ex-husband and the other one David being my brother. And he said, oh, I've messaged him. So earlier on I said, well, while you're at it, can you tell him there's some banging kush up this way and also a nice bit of blue cheese? That didn't seem to really go down very well. In any event, what goes to my family is going straight back to Katy's, and I mean Harold and the whole fucking bunch of them. And so anyway, he then starts telling me all your bases belong to us and all this really juvenile shite. So I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go. We've got another Brian Box on our hands. Now, Brian Box was a character who, back in the days of the Smileys, he just was kind of a drifter, and he inserted himself bang into the middle of the Smileys and myself and Boohoo Effect and Gam's argument with the Smileys. Me and Boohoo Effect quickly realised that he was an attention whore, that he was using the argument with us and using trolling us to try and ingratiate himself into the Smileys. Now, this Christopher Bentley, who I've only just asked somebody who is Zombie Killer, and they said it's this Christopher Bentley. So I said, who the fuck is he? So they said, you know, well, I'll read the message of what they said. They said, he will deny his docs. It's been known and confirmed years ago. He just wants attention and is inserting himself into for recognition. He's worthy of a little attention, but not too much more, only on account of the fact that he has teamed up with Katy. Plus, he is one of those crazy truthers who has been stalking Lenny Posler and his dead 6-year-old son for the past so many years. So this is all I know about the guy. Oh, and I know he was something to do with Tiffany and masturbation, and I don't fucking know, and I don't know, cocks being exposed and what have you. It's not really of interest to me. I don't have to look on the internet for cock. I can get it at home. I can get that shit in real life, so I don't really take much notice of that kind of thing. You know, I feel sorry for the girls who have got to rely on the internet. You know, maybe not Katy so much, but, you know, other girls. So anyway, he posts up all this shit about my family, and then he makes this video that wasn't even funny. It just sounded fucking stupid. Seriously, I'm game if there's a funny video. One of the funniest videos ever made about me and the Boohoo Effect, which to this day I still laugh and I wish it hadn't been flagged, was done by Single Dad. And it was UK Troll and her geriatric friends, and it was fucking hilarious. It was cutting, it was scathing, but it was really funny, and I fucking liked it. At one point, I'd ripped it. I found it really, really funny. And if something is funny, I will say it's funny. I don't care who's posted it. I'm not particular on Agent 19, but if he says something that I think, yeah, that's right, that's bang on, I'll admit it. I don't feel the need to try and blow out other people's candles just because I don't like them. It's not going to make my candle burn any brighter. And it's just a waste of time. It gives them more importance than they actually have. Now, the thing with me is, you'll never see me go and commenting on one of my enemies' video. Never, ever, ever. It's never happened. I just don't do it. And the reason is because half the time I don't even watch their videos. But I can post a video and within a minute, one of Katy Childers' socks will pop up. Now, about a month ago, Katy, thinking I've been gone that long and not realising, had changed the name of the Fail Police, the Fail Troll Police or the Fail Police, whichever it is. And she changed the name to Bill Williams. Now, she came at me using that, but she forgot that the Earl still showed that the channel was originally the Fail Place. And I remembered that we had caught Katy out on that channel, and everybody knew that was a Katy channel. Now, as soon as I commented that, this is a month ago, she deleted off her comments and off she went and never spoke again off that channel. So yesterday, it pops that channel within minutes of me posting a video, I kid you not. I think it was within a good few minutes. And off it goes, telling me that I want Katy's muff and whatnot, the usual crash shit that you expect out of Katy when she's pretending that she's not Katy. When I then pointed out and reminded her that, hey, you've used this channel and we know it, and the Fail Police Earl, have you forgotten? It ranted and raved and said, you're obsessed with squirters. You want to see a squirter. So she as good as confirmed that the video of the squirter was her. Because we were talking about Katy, and this channel, the Fail Police, now known as Bill Williams, starts saying you're obsessed with squirters. That was like a slip. And as soon as I said, hey, you've just admitted that the squirting video is Katy, and we know that you were Katy, he went all coy and quiet, and then in comes Sebastian. Forgive me if I get his name mixed up and wrong way round. He's not of interest to me, but there's some things that my brain just filters out automatically. Like, you know, just shit that is no use to me, so my brain didn't keep it. But anything else I can bring up quite quickly if it's of interest to me. And my memory recall is really quite good, which is how I keep catching Katy out. But anyway, back to Christopher Sebastian Bentley. So he then pops up today and he starts bumping his gums again. So I said, well, look, why don't we do a hangout? Let's do a hangout right now. So he said, come on then. So off I go and I make a hangout and I tell him, look, I'm going into another channel. I'll be right back with the links. He tells me to post it to his channel. So when I get to the channel, eventually, it doesn't accept messages. It's got some kind of filter. You couldn't even get on the about. So then I go with the sock, find where we were commenting, and I comment on the thing and say, look, here's the Earl. And then I realised I posted the wrong Earl. So I said, look, I'll just share it on Google, this Google Plus. So then off I go and sit there and I eat my tea while I've got it all on mute, and he never turns up. Now, there were a couple of people watching. I know one of them was Boohoo Effect, because he told me in messages as it was happening that he was watching. And I'm guessing the other one was Sebastian. So then when I say, right, I've had enough of this, I'm not hanging around, because I don't hang around for no one. Do you know what I mean? For fuck's sake. Jesus, I'm the most impatient person there is. So at first I thought, no, let's play along and wait. And then when I realised how long I'd actually already waited, I thought, no, fuck him. He can wait on me. And then I realised Sebastian can't really come at me, Christopher, whatever, can't really come at me with anything because he only knows what he's been told by Katy. Now, Katy is a consummate liar. So it's one thing to be able to regurgitate something somebody says in a hangout, but then if I ask him a question, if he's going to come over as all knowledgeable, and I ask him a question which Katy haven't covered, he's fucked, and he knows this. So when then I close the hangout down, and I go back to the account that I was talking to him on in the first place, he then posts, oh, I've got the link, I'll be there now. But that had been posted a minute before I'd left anyway. A minute before I left, a minute after I'd left, and left the hangout. So I just see it as it's time to Brian Box him. So what we did with Brian Box, you remember at the beginning, Brian Box inserted himself into the argument with the Smileys, because he was a bit of a desperate fellow. He had no followers or fuck all. I'm not saying that Christopher Sebastian Bentley, or whatever his name is, hasn't got any followers, but I'm saying he wants to belong into this group, and he wants to impress them, and he wants to impress them by trolling me. Now, he feels that threatening my family is going to get him somewhere. I don't think he was around 3 years ago when Katy was actually contacting the gym hub that my daughter was affiliated with, and when she was posting along with Forrest and Dark Zodiac, Ariadna, my daughter, age 11, in leotards and other little girls. I don't think he saw that. Now, that didn't break me. My daughters have been trolled. I've had my family contacted. There's been fake Facebook pages. You name it, they've done it. There's blogs all over the internet. The people I know just put all this down to some nuts who, animal hunters, maybe fox hunters or trophy hunters, who I've abused in my real interest, which is animal welfare. And that's what I do out in my part-time, and that I'm being attacked by nuts from there. Nobody pays any heed. People know me, who do know me, know exactly what I am capable, and I don't make no secret of it. Come at mine and I'm coming at yours. And if I come in at yours, I'm going to come twice as fucking hard because you started it. Mine is only reactionary, so that's how that shit goes. So, you know, if Sebastian wants a white knight for Katy and for, I don't know, for some sloppy badge or whatever the fuck is motivating him, or because he wants to belong with part of a group or whatever it is, I'm going to be going at you, Katy. Yeah, I might respond to Christopher Sebastian Bentley in much the same way as I responded to Brian Box occasionally when I felt at a loose end, or just when I thought it would be amusing, and then just blank him off again and let him ramble away. So there's the video. Another thing is this, Katy, you and Christopher, I realise, and Theresa Lee have been again stalking my family members, and you made the mistake of posting it to me. Now, don't think for 1 minute that shit ain't coming back at you in particular, Katy. Now, Theresa, you think that you're untouchable, but I think that one of my trolling colleagues has actually told you that you've let one very important thing that makes you easy. The name Lee is common, but maybe it's not the name Lee that is being fucking followed. So you will, trust me, like we had Crotch from it, like we had Aaron Marcialiuson, Bubba 1010, we will drop your docs, trust me on that. Guaranteed, absolutely, 100%, and I'm patient. And then where we go from there depends on how you're fucking behaving. As for you, Christopher, you got to think, don't they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over? Do you think you're the first person that Katy has fed this shit to? Previous to you, Mug, there's been Southern Raven, there's been I'm a Redhead, there's been all kinds. And I'm still here. Crotch Vomit ain't here, I'm here. Adam Marcialison ain't here, I'm here. Annie White, Michael Schweizer, they're not here, I am. Jason Cordell McCoy, they may be here hiding like shithouses, but I'm right out here in the open. Now, Katy Childers, you claimed in your vlog yesterday that I noted on your Baby Jane channel that Boohoo Effect had told you he loved you. I find that fucking laughable, seriously, because I thought it was the other way around, to be honest with you. But can you prove that? You can't prove anything else. And what's interesting is, in that video, you made a different claim. You said you loved, that he had said he loved you. But you didn't mention the bestiality, and that's like a huge part of it. You know, like I say, you trolled my family. I don't say you called me names and ignore. That's the most major thing. It's mentioned in every video I make because it is so paramount. Whereas you just went on about that he had said he'd loved you. I've never heard this, you say this before, and I would really love to see you open that shit live. You stated that we don't open anything live. I can open plenty fucking live. If I wanted to, Katy, as you know, I video your channels, and then I screenshot whatever comment I want off there. I find it easier and a lot more fucking palatable than having to shift through your same old shit. It's the same old shit you always write. So there we go. Christopher, you're Brian Boxed until otherwise. Now, Brian Box, we didn't even write his name because we wouldn't even give him that credit. We put BR asterisk N B asterisk X because he was so beneath us, because he was so pathetic. You're just another I'm a Redhead. I would be embarrassed if you could see the people who have come before you in the very shoes that you're now attempting to walk. If you could see the shit that we've had thrown at us and we're still here. But if you want to fucking throw that shit, throw that shit. And it's going back to Katy anyway. So if you're not going to change what we're going to do, You're just going to set the benchmark for us, and then we're going to exceed it, Katy. So, to summarise, still eating my tea. Sebastian didn't expect to be called out into a hangout that quick. He had to accept because he knew he'd look a fucking knob if he didn't, and he saw it as an opportunity to ingratiate himself and look cool and chat his shit over in the gated communities that they troll in. I think he was stalling, trying to get a hold of Katy, because then he could, if I asked something, he could pretend there was a lag or whatever and get the information, because he couldn't talk to me one-on-one with no warning, because he relies on what someone else has found out, whereas I will now go and I will check out what I've been told. I won't just take the word for it. I did with Greg Haydorn out of Montegraph. I'll never make that mistake again. I will now do my homework, so carry on.